Hi everyone. In our last video on waterproofing, we discussed the old methods of using charcoal and tar felt for waterproofing. And they are still being used very effectively in a lot of areas across India. But now we have better materials. Let me list some of the new materials. APP membrane. It looks very much similar to tar felt. The roll is shown on the left. We will talk about how it is different from tar felt. Then we also have a material called polyurethane. This is in a liquid form and is either brush applied or sprayed. We also have other cement based waterproofing materials. Popular ones in the market are Tapecrete, Pidicrete and Sika Top Seal. These are shown on the left. Then there are PVC materials too, which are used for waterproofing. So basically, it is a long list of modern materials, but the most popular ones are APP membranes, polyurethane, and cementous coating. So let us first study these three materials, their method of application, and where they are used. Let us start with APP membranes since it is very similar to tar felt, which was discussed in the last video. APP, what exactly does this mean? It means atactic polypropylene. This too is manufactured from bitumen. The main ingredient is refined bitumen and their basic polymer is atactic polypropylene. The addition of plastomeric polypropylene resins makes the mixture more plastic and resistant to high temperatures and ultraviolet radiations. कुछ ज़्यादा chemistry हो गई. Let's come back to how it is used. As in usage of tar felt, the first thing to do is to clean the surface thoroughly. The process of making the chase and fillet is also the same as in tar felt. After this, the cracks which you can see there in concrete have to be filled up with cement mixed with patented chemicals. Next, a primer coat is done on the complete surface, including up till the chase on the wall. You can see this being applied on the left. Now comes the application of APP. As you can see on the left, APP is available in various forms and thicknesses too. The most commonly used APP membrane is around 3 mm or 4 mm and is fixed by torch method. APP membranes are also fixed by cold application where no torching is required. It is done with adhesives, and a third type of APP membrane are also there which are self-adhesive type. So you just have to peel off the plastic and just press it against the wall or against the floor. So these are self-adhesive type. Now let us look at the first type, which is torch fixed APP membrane. First, a liquid primer coat is done on the mother surface. Mother surface means RCC slab. Then the 3 mm or 4 mm roll or of APP is laid over it. This is done by the torch method, which is shown on the screen. The next roll is overlapped and heat is applied with a torch. This melts the base and top of both APP membrane and they stick to each other, and the joint is hence completely sealed. This APP membrane is similarly torched and taken up to the parapet wall and tucked into the chase which we made earlier. This APP membrane has a very good property of expansion and contraction and does not tear easily. This is thus a very effective waterproofing solution for residential and commercial terraces. This is also non-biodegradable and non-toxic and not harmful to the applicator too. The cold application type APP membrane is simply stuck with a liquid to the RCC's roof, and the joints, they again overlap and also are stuck with the same application. This is much safer and accident free too, as in case of torches there are a lot of accidents happening. The self-adhesive APP membranes are generally used for vertical surfaces such as RCC retaining walls, etc. You can see the process on the left. The next process of laying PCC on this for flat roofs to create a slope up till the rainwater pipe is the same as is done for tar felt, as shown on the left again. Before this, we again need to lay a layer of geotextile membrane for protecting the APP membrane. The video on the left shows this process also. One very important factor in case of APP membranes is that since they are factory manufactured, hence they are very reliable. The application is only controlling the joints to be sealed. This is not the case with other two types of materials, which are polyurethane and cementitious based materials, which need the applicator to be more careful. In both these, the thickness depends on the person applying it, and a lot of controls are required at the site. Now, let us study PU first. The process of cleaning the roof is the same as earlier we did in case of any of the above waterproofing methods, but here the cracks have to be treated in a very closely monitored way. A V groove is made along the cracks. Then this V groove is filled up with 1 part PU based crack filling material and 2 parts of cement. The surface is again cleaned with an acid application to neutralize any alkalinity on the surface. A 2-pack PU primer coat is applied on the surface. This helps in adhesion of PU to the base. This needs to dry for at least 8 hours. Now 3 coats are applied with a brush, and these two components PU mixed in a ratio as advised by the manufacturer. Each coat needs 12 hours drying time. This is again continued up to the wall, up to the chase in the wall, and the final coat is sprinkled with a layer of 300 micron of sand so that the material above will adhere to the PU later on. The total thickness of 3 coats is approximately 1.5 mm. This is a jointless method, hence very effective if done properly. Its elasticity is much higher than APP membranes, so the expansion contraction it can take is much higher. But if the contractor cuts corners and applies less material, then it is very difficult to find this out. In APP membranes, the thickness is controlled in the factory itself. One important, very important advantage of PU is that it can be applied on surfaces with any curvilinear shape, which is not possible in case of APP membranes. You can see that on the left. So each system has its pros and cons. The third material, which is very popular, is cementitious based waterproofing material. These are cheaper than both APP membranes and PU. Cementitious waterproofing coatings are breathable and seamless coatings. A very popular cementitious coating is PDFin 2K. It is a two-part polymer modified cementitious coating. It is supplied in ready mix kits. The dry component is mixed with the liquid component. You can see that on the left. This is applied after cleaning the RCC surface thoroughly. Let's see how this is being applied on the left. Generally, one coat is left to dry for 4 to 6 hours and then a second coat is applied. Curing is done for 2 to 3 days by keeping it moist by sprinkling water. Later, a 15 mm plaster coat is applied to protect it from damage. Again, the plaster is cured for 4 to 6 days by watering. Similar cementitious materials are available from other companies such as Seco. The material name is Tapecrete. All these are brush applied and generally consist of 2 coats, but sometimes a third coat is also applied. One big issue is that its expansion and contraction capacity is limited. Hence, it is very good when used for internal areas such as sunken toilet floors, kitchen floors, etc. So now we have discussed all three popular types of modern waterproofing materials: APP membranes, polyurethane and cementitious. And we have also covered up the usage of these for terraces and other areas. In our next video, we shall concentrate on how to waterproof basements, RCC walls, and also what is the reason for water to penetrate a concrete wall in a basement. Till then, bye, take care.